With me now, Cleveland Police Patrolmen's Association President, Detective Stephen Loomis. Detective, so good to see you. London terror attack concerning to everybody. Here at home, officers always in dangerous situations like that. They see it routinely. Do you think people out there are aware of these risks?
I know the law-abiding citizens are very aware of the risks, and they appreciate us being out there every day. In this case in Cincinnati, you know, these things happen in a heartbeat out there. Those officers were responding to a domestic violence call and came under attack as soon as they got out of the car. They returned fire, and I think what's very telling about our profession, and my hats are off to these two gentlemen out there, and my prayers are with them, is that when the suspect was incapacitated, they stopped shooting. They didn't continue to shoot. They didn't execute. The Black Lives Matter folks would love us to continue shooting, and they didn't. So that speaks volumes to the profession, and the law-abiding citizens out there really do appreciate us being out there, and I'm happy to be able to say that.
That's a good point, Detective. We've got more video. This time, a police officer in Michigan attacked along a freeway. He was in a high-speed chase with the man accused of stealing the motorcycle he's riding on. The suspect then loses control. He's trying to get away, and he crashes. Now, this time, the officer did try to handcuff the man, but the suspect fights back, and then, watch this. That's the brother is pulling up in his car. He tackles the cop and puts him in a chokehold. And then what happened was two good Samaritans driving by. They pull over to help the police officer in trouble, and now both these brothers facing multiple charges. Detective, it seems there, you know, growing anti-cop sentiment, and to see these two good Samaritans pull over and help, what did you think of that?
Well, I don't think there's a growing anti-cop sentiment. I'm sorry. I think it's just the opposite. People are growing very, very tired of seeing police officers abused in this manner. If you notice in that video, the first thing that kid did was throw a beer can at the police officer. Thank God that the good Samaritans and law-abiding citizens stopped and had the moxie to stop and help that trooper out. And I'll tell you this, those two young men owe their lives to those citizens that came by, because if not for them, that trooper is going to protect his life, and he probably they probably protected the lives of those two gentlemen by helping him take them into custody, because he had to be in fear for his life.
Detective Stephen Loomis, thanks so much for coming on the show. Please come back soon, okay?